Good morning. Good morning. I'm so excited to meet with you today, Ellen. Your book is launching.
Yay, I'm
Boy.
excited.
Yay! That's so awesome. So today, this is Ellen Pearson. As you may know, she has written the book As The Dandelion Blooms, and it's been the culmination of many years of work, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing, amazing book. And I'm Laura Helmling. I'm her editor and have helped her along with publishing and so forth. And so I am super excited to be here today and to really highlight and just help Ellen's natural shine come forward on this book is amazing. I have had so much wonderful feedback. I know that you had a little pre-release where you will release it to just a few people, and they have absolutely been raving about it. So thank you for meeting
Thank
with me
you.
today.
Yeah,
And what I'd love to do is just talk a little bit about this book. So first, tell me about tell me where the idea for the ad, what is the Dandelion Booms about? What is it? What is if there was one thing that you wanted everyone to know about this book, what would it be?
it's about hope and it's about healing. That's
One
the one thing that this book has turned out to be. I thought it was about a journey, and what the journey is a journey to hope. So
wonderful. Well, how does that journey? It's a fiction books, right? So this is a story, and tell us a little bit about the main character and her journey, and how that plays out.
yeah, so the story is fiction. It is based on true events. So I was sitting in the kitchen with my girlfriend one day at the same time that she had found out that she was had been suffering for years from a repressed memory of a past trauma, and she was angry. She just was so angry. She wanted to um put put everything out there and expose the people that had lied to her all these years. And I said, you know what? I and she wanted me to write her book. And I said, I will write your book, but it's going to be about healing. It's not going to be about retribution.
Mm.
And so we went forward with this, and I came up with a fictional character and a fictional life, and the words just came pouring out of me as if someone from above was asking me to write the story.
Wonderful. That's amazing. And so what I understand is that she finds, so your main character finds letters that have been hidden after her mother dies. Was that part of the true story?
No, so
Okay.
that is part of the fiction of it. She did not. The letters are not part of the real life story,
Okay,
and
interesting.
they came to me. That just came to me. So
Interesting. So in the story, she finds this cache of letters after her mother dies, right? And these letters reveal what has happened, but it's almost like she doesn't know who wrote them, and it's a journey into finding that out. And then at the same time, she's got three daughters, one pubescent, two teenagers, and so she's got a lot of these life pressures, as well as the fact that she is of an interracial in an interracial marriage, so her children are interracial,
I,
and so they have pressures from that as well. So I just see this being like just a story that is has this kind of mystery to it, and it has this depth of healing and emotion. And what would you say that was when you read through it, and when you look back on the journey, what was the most inspirational part for you of all of those things?
wow. Well, for me, I think the most inspirational part is it came about as I was writing it that this is not just about somebody with a past trauma. These letters describe things that we feel every day. The normal person that doesn't have any, big issues that they can pinpoint. The words flowed through me as I was writing the letters as if they were my words and my story. And I realized, wow, there's a lot of people out there that have struggles, that need hope. They just need some words of inspiration to help them get through the day. So I think that's what I love the most about this book is it can reach out to anybody. And Michelle has a lot of struggles in her life in this book. You know, it's not just a past trauma. She's struggling as an artist. She's trying to figure out, you know, she's afraid to show her artwork to the world. Why? What is it that the world might see that she's hiding? And then also, what what would I see? She's almost afraid to see for herself what her artwork is saying to the world. So there's something internally in her that's just making her afraid, you know.
Michelle
And
being the
so,
main character.
right. And then
Hmm.
raising this rebellious teenager, and not only rebellious, but an interracial teenager, she's got to really try to protect her from the world. Or does she? She thinks she does. So she has to try to mend this relationship that's going right down the tubes with her daughter. So, you know, and then she has this um, in the background a gentleman from next door that actually teaches her her artwork and teaches her these wonderful ways to express herself in the world. And she reveals to him as a young Michelle things that she doesn't even know what she's talking about. And he ends up murdered that day. So now
Mm,
she's got these mysterious questions of why was this man murdered? What happened? You know, what was going on? So she's trying to unravel that mystery. So lots of struggles going on in her life
absolutely. And then the unresolved issues with her mother and
with
her
her
sister,
mother and her sisters.
fractured relationships with her sisters. So she's
Right.
got, and I can see how people can completely relate to all of this. Remember, this book is As the Dandelion Blooms. So as a dandelion blooms, and everybody can get this book today for free, right? So it's free today as the dandelionblooms.com. And it will be free. And this is the best day to get it. And when you go to Amazon, when you go to that link as the dandelionblooms.com, you'll find where it says buy now for free. That's the button you want to press to get the book, and it's an ebook form, so easy to digest, easy to read, and again, it's free today. Not free in the library, just for those of you who have Kindle Unlimited. Go to buy now for free, and that will get you to the right link. And so when I was thinking about the dandelion. Okay, so let's go back to the title, the As a Dandelion Blooms. Why a dandelion?
Well, you know, because young Michelle feels that a dandelion is a weed. And so many people think that dandelions are throwaways. It's what we put weed killer on, right? To get rid of the dandelions out of our beautiful lawns. And
Mm.
so at first, you know, she says, why am I just a dandelion in a beautiful field of green? And then when I looked up the dandelion and did some research, the dandelion I discovered is one of the most complex symphonies of beauty in the universe that there is. Every one of those tiny little yellow shoots on a dandelion is a separate flower. It's extremely complex. And what I teach is that if you are a dandelion, then you are a beautiful, complex symphony as your maker made you.
I love that. And it's so interesting because some of these struggles that Michelle is going through are ones that we all go through. And how often do we discount them because they're the struggles we all go through? And how many of us feel common or ordinary, and so we think we don't count. And yet, so I can see how this symbolism of the dandelion is like absolutely inspiring. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Very, very
And
cool.
when you look at the life cycle of a dandelion, it really spells out resistance.
Mhm.
It is resistant against all the things in nature that are trying to keep it down.
So it's
So
resilient. So it's the
resilience,
picture of resilience. Wow,
right?
that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that is so
Strength.
cool. Yeah, that is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. This is your first book that you've published, yes?
It is.
Hey, and so is this the first time that you forayed into writing, or what's your background in writing?
I have been writing since my daughter was 4 years old, and she's 32 now. So about 28 years. And literally, I sat down one night as she was a little kindergartner running around the house, and I sat down with a pad of paper in my hand and I wrote a children's book. That night, I sat there with the pen and paper, and these words just flowed through my head. I have no idea where they came from. Before I knew it, I had a book written. I haven't published it yet. I will be, but
Okay.
I realized that I am not a writer. I'm a vehicle for what my maker wants me to tell the world. And so I've written several children's books and I hope to get them published. And I have written a memoir of taking care of my mother for the last 3 years while she lived with dementia, and how I, as a long term care nurse, thought I knew it all about taking care of an elderly woman with dementia. And I realized that I didn't know anything about it when I was the daughter in the
Oh,
daughter role. So that will be coming out soon. It's called Remembering the Iris. And I've written some other books. I've written an inspirational story about a World War II veteran who was just a wonderful inspiration to this country, and I want to get his story out there as well. I want to write books that inspire people because we need it. We need inspiration and hope in this world, and there is inspiration and hope. That's the good news.
yes, and I love this idea of using storytelling and fiction stories based on real life stories, but perhaps, changed just to make the story more robust, right? And to give some privacy to the original to people in the story because I feel like I totally agree with you. Stories are integral to who we are. They do inspire us. They do encourage us. They activate, I think, a different part of the brain so that we're able to really grow and change and enjoy and just sense that freedom and escape. Whatever it is, it opens our minds and hearts and it helps us as well as giving us, an enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
So I love
absolutely.
that. I love that. That is amazing. So if you would like to, if when you're thinking about leaving one message with your readers as we close this interview, what is the one thing that you want your readers to remember as they embark on reading the As the Dandelion Blooms and beyond?
I would say don't be afraid to run away from your struggles and your fears, but always know that there is hope and there is healing in your life to come. You just need to be open to it and to be positive.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, great. So again, so we can find this book on Amazon and the link is very easy, right? As the Dandelion Blooms, as the dandelionblooms.com. And that will be available. Now, today is the best day, right? Today is the absolute best day to get the book. It will be available if you missed this, it will be available, but today's the best day. And the reason is that we are really hoping and working, and Ellen has been working very hard to help this book be a bestseller. If this book was able to become a bestseller, it would into the hands of more readers. That's really the main goal of all of this. So just the way that the world works these days and the way that Amazon works, if they see that it's been performing really well, they will send it to more people. And that is the goal, is to get this book into as many readers' hands as possible. And so in addition to that, if you have access to this link right now and you see it, please share it with a friend and help others know, and give them the opportunity to read the book and to share it, to share that book with others. And we just hope that this book will just spread around the world and be a message of hope and healing for just thousands of people. Let's go with thousands, right? Let's start there,
Okay.
right? Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yay, let's go.